All right, so this is definitely the massive news we have been waiting for. Yes, we have an updated roadmap here. We're going to go over what is happening in February, a new look at the PvP map. We got the Biovore enemy, of course, Salamander's Raven Guard, sneak peek. Data Vault is coming up here. Perks rework, this is definitely interesting. Also, some cool stuff happening around PC that we definitely need to talk about, as you can see here, and much more. We're going to talk about customization as well. A lot of stuff going on here with Space Marine 2. So we're going to start from the very beginning. But you know what? Check this out right here. So I just got a very big surprise in the mail. Yes, they are finally here. Beautiful metal art pieces from Displate for my gaming room. And I've always heard about Displate, and because of you guys, I get the opportunity to partner with them on this video. And oh boy, has Displate absolutely delivered in terms of quality. I mean, look at these beautiful metal posters here. We've got Warhammer, Cyberpunk 2077, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Skyrim, one of my all-time favorites, and You Shall Not Pass. That's right, Lord of the Rings. And did you notice the special texture finish here that makes these metallic beauties pop? You can actually fill the textures too, and you also have more options on their website. Displate posters come in texture, gloss, or matte finishes, and they also have over 2 million pieces of artwork to choose from on their website, and they will get them to you fast within 4 to 5 business days. And hanging them up is also easy. Now, I personally hate putting nails in my walls. It can be a pain, especially if you rent. First, place the protective leaf on the wall, and then your magnet, and then finally your artwork, and you're good to go. It's that simple, no damage to your wall. And you can even swap out your displays easily, so if you want to celebrate a movie release, new game, anime, whatever, go for it. Now, Displate is also running an incredible deal right now, so get this, if you click the discount link in the description below today and use my code OWG, you'll get 25% off 1 to 2 displays and up to 30% off if you order 3 or more displays. That is a huge savings, so this is the best time to check out Displate, so check out that description below. All right, so let's get into this. Here we go. It says, "Greetings, Space Marines. New year, new content. Let's go. We hear you're hungry for content, and we're happy to see how excited you are about the game. First off, please don't forget to check the roadmap for 2025. Worry not, even if this roadmap ends in 2025, that doesn't mean the game will not receive new content after that. But first, things first, let's focus on this year. If you missed it, the updated roadmap is here. So that is first and foremost excellent news to hear, that it seems like they plan to support this game into year 2. Perhaps we'll get a year 2 battle plan. But anyway, let's zoom in here and talk about what's happening with Season 3 Winter and Season 4 Spring, because this right here has been updated. So let's start with Season 3 Winter. All right, so patch 6, we'll see the Data Vault, new PvP arena, Tyrannid Biovore, which is our new enemy type. We're going to get into dates and details here in just a moment. Then we have a new difficulty called Absolute Difficulty. Now, we're going to also get patch 7 after that, which is going to include new PvE mission. Hell yes, that is what I'm looking for. Custom PvP lobbies, PvE prestige ranks. Also something I am somewhat excited for, but based on the leaks, a little bit worried about, not going to lie. And then we have a new weapon. You'll notice that is not plural, so it seems like it's lining up with those leaks. So one new weapon there. And then we have the Raven Guard cosmetic pack. We're going to take a look at that here in just a moment. The Salamander's champion pack, which some of you are disappointed. That's going to the sniper. We're still going to take a look at it. Another chapter will receive a chapter pack, and another chapter will receive a champion pack. So yeah, lots still going on. But let's talk about Season 4 into Spring 2025, which is going to be Horde mode, new enemy, new weapons, new PvP game mode, and new PvP arena. So something super important to mention here is that a lot of you guys are going to be like, oh my god, everything's coming out in spring. So remember, Season 4 Spring, that means that is going to be the start date. Spring is going to be the start of Season 4. All right, but anyway, excited for, yeah, that Horde mode. Horde mode is the big one. But, you know, they're still doing stuff around PvP, which I think a lot of you guys would be excited for still. But anyway, let's keep going here. We also have one chapter will receive a chapter pack, and then some sort of incoming transmission, which is still unknown for what's going to be happening with, you know, like a champion pack, that sort of thing. But it seems like that is work in progress. So some things that are very much work in progress over there. But I say we head back over to the blog post and get into the nitty gritty details here. Let's talk about it. So secondly, we'd like to remind you that Space Marine 2 will continually be updated with content and technical support throughout 2025. You'll progressively get new skins, new PvP and PvE maps, custom lobbies for PvP, which a lot of people are looking forward to, and so on and so forth. We just went over that. Now, community events will also keep coming throughout the year, and they confirm the Data Vault update we're about to break down will arrive in February. So that's what we can look forward to in February. So they also did thank everyone for their unwavering support as well. But let's talk about that new PvP map, Tomb. So it says a new PvP map is about to be implemented in the 6th update. I just want to see what it looks like. It looks really, really good, actually. Like, the lighting here is on point, and I'm digging the actual atmosphere of this one. Can I actually get these shots bigger for you guys? And here's some more up-close shots right here. Again, really liking the atmosphere that they are showcasing right here. It looks dark, spooky, and I really do love the lighting model on this map as well. Dude, this looks actually pretty legit. And what's this in the distance? This is for PvE, our new Biovore enemy, of course, in this gallery here. We're going to talk more about what they have to say about that in the blog post in just a moment, but he looks absolutely pissed. And our poor salamander, who has received some hate, but I gotta say, I'm loving the details in the eyes here. The red eyes look really, really cool, and the details on his actual armor look absolutely badass, at least in my opinion. And check out his sniper rifle, as you can see right here. A pretty cool skin. I know a lot of you guys, again, would prefer it not to be about the sniper for the salamander, but we have the beaky helmet for the Raven Guard, as you can see right here. One of the highly requested helmets that you guys have wanted. You can see the visors are red as well, looking badass. I have a feeling this guy's going to be a bit more popular than, of course, the salamander, but this is a really cool charm, as you can see right here. But anyway, the new PvP map takes place below the surface of Demarium, which is very cool. Also amongst the haunting structures of a Necron tomb, so it does have that Necron look to it. It's a closed environment with many narrow passages. Pay extra attention because there are blind spots, it seems, but there are going to be some wider areas where you can switch up the combat. So that's going to be cool. Let me know if you guys are willing to dive into PvP, if you kind of ignored it or not. I've always been very, very curious about that one. Now, we did get some details previously about the Biovore, and that hasn't changed. You're going to have to deal with spore mines, and this is going to be a unique enemy that seems like it's a sub-boss that will offer up different tactics when you get close up to it or long range. You're going to have to really use all of your skills. So yeah, you're going to have to use the entire team, but he looks really cool. Now for the Salamander's Champion, since we announced it last month, the Salamander's Champion is here, and he's one of the Loyal's first founding chapters of the Space Marines. Available for the Sniper class with both skins for your Champion and for your Bolt Sniper rifle. Adorn with green paint those flames and go dominate the battlefield. Looking pretty cool. Now, Raven Guard, they say when the Raven Guard is actually coming. It says, Raven Guard are joining the fight. New cosmetics will soon be available with the Season Pass, including the fan favorite Beaky Helmet, the Mark 6 Corvus, and Raven Guard Trinket. So yeah, that was a trinket that we did see there, so that's interesting. And then the Mark 6 Corvus helmet comes both with and without the Raven Guard emblem, allowing you to customize your Space Marine for your convenience, which I know has been kind of like a requested feature as well. So that is very cool. So what do you guys think? How are you liking the Raven Guard so far? Now, what about the Data Vault that's coming up here in February? So yes, it says in this new area, you will find unlockable information on most elements from the game in the Research Center, as well as cosmetic rewards. Now, to unlock these, you will need a new special currency earned by in-game achievements called Ordels in all modes, campaign, PvE, and PvP. Time to challenge yourself. So it's cool to see that they're introducing some sort of new reward system here. I really like this sort of thing. Now, it says those achievements will be listed beside the unlockable info. Now, here's the kind of ordeals you'll have to complete to unlock the currency. Complete any mission in operations mode on average threat level or higher. Knock back spore mines to kill Tyranids. Make a Carnivex stun itself in operations mode. So yeah, some fun little things you can actually do there, but I'm more curious about the perks rework here. Now it says in a past community update, we mentioned that we were not completely satisfied with the quality of the perks. We've reworked some of them, and these enhancements will be introduced in the next update release. More changes will come on the perks in the future, and we hope the first change on the perks feel more satisfying and engaging. We're all ears, so don't hesitate to share your feedback. So that is very vague. I wish it was more detailed, but that is still very vague. Hopefully we get into actual more details with the full patch notes when those actually drop. And of course, I will have you guys covered when that happens. But hey, we got the FOV slider for PC. And they go on to say you expressed how eager you were to get an FOV slider since launch. While implementing it has been technically challenging, we've managed to produce a slider worthy of our standards. Introduced in version 6.0. We hope the new feature will meet your expectations. Here's some examples for 21.9 screens, as you can see right here in 4K. Looking really good. So I think you guys that are on PC will be pretty happy about this one. Damn, that looks really sharp. But wait, there's more. It says new finisher animations on Zoanthropes, Scarab Occult Terminators, and Rubric Marines. Now this sort of thing may seem small, but as they add more and more of these finisher animations throughout the entirety of the game, that is great. And I thought those would be limited only to new enemies. So it's good to see they're going through kind of like the entirety of the game, making it more interesting through and through with the Stat Vault reward system. And then, of course, these finishers. I love that sort of thing. Now, also, it says a new functionality will be added, allowing you to upgrade your Master, Crafted, and Artificer Armory data to Relic by trading them. You can also sell your Armory data to get requisition points. Whoa, okay. Interesting. That sounds pretty cool, especially for newcomers. But it could mix it up for everyone, of course. Now it says, talk to this tech priest to trade your armory data. A new difficulty mode with cosmetic rewards will be added for the Braves able to successfully complete operations in this more intense difficulty. A bloodstained combat knife and a new pauldron. Note that this new difficulty will only be available if you have completed at least one operation in lethal difficulty. Looks really cool and will definitely show off your capabilities in Space Marine 2 if you actually are donning these rewards. So yeah, it's going to be something that you can actually like say, hey, you know what? This new difficulty was a pushover. Also, we have base decals available for right pauldrons. This one's for you, Deathwatch players, and a new option to share your skin between PvE and PvP modes will be added. Okay. And it says you'll no longer need to remake the same skin for both modes. This option also allows you to share your patterns between classes. That is badass. Simple quality of life improvement that is going to be huge. And they give some examples right here with the screenshots. PvP crossplay toggle on and off allows console players to play with PC players. Hey, and it says you now have the option to be matched with either PC players or console players independently. Okay, so that's going to open up things for sure. Okay, that is very cool. And then emotes. Strengthen the bond with your fellow brothers with the new emotes, so go ahead and use them without moderation. So it says this, that's it for this month. Don't hesitate to provide more feedback, of course. They're always listening on their Discord server, and so on and so forth. And they say we'll see you next month for another community update. I love, once again, the direction this game is headed in, and it's good to see that they are going all in still with Space Marine 2 in 2025. I do wish the Horde mode was more upfront and center, of course, like it was releasing in February. I wish I could sit here and tell you guys that. But hey, what they're doing, in my opinion, is great for the game. And it's also noteworthy that beginning sentence of this community update saying, hey, just because 2025 roadmap ends, doesn't mean it's the end of support for this game. It looks like they have some sort of plans that they're keeping under wraps for year 2 battle plan. That's what I'm very, very, very curious about with this game. But before I go, let's go over some of your top comments here from my previous Space Marine 2 video. So remember, leave a comment down below. It can end up right here in a future video. And if you're new, smack that subscribe button. Don't forget to join the OWG family. But let's get into this right here. So we have this one right here. Someone casually mentioned that the devs could just have multiple champion skins on one class instead of limiting to one for each of the classes, and I laughed at how simple it was, but equally how I didn't think it was possible with the way things are panning out. Yeah, you know, it seems like that is not the way that they are taking this game. They did mention that it is tough to do that because once you start messing around with the artwork per class, you get into all sorts of different like collision issues and different things that happen with weapons because each class is immensely different. Also the size of the class, that sort of thing. So it's a lot more complicated than being like, oh, we're going to throw the new armor on all classes, which is still a bummer. I would love to know that like the Space Wolves that would be coming up here potentially would be available for every single class. But anyway, Yeah, it would be really, really nice. But we have such a great game that unfortunately suffers from a lack of content. Well, now we're getting some news about content. Horde mode needs to get here fast. I know what you mean, man. I wish it was getting here a lot faster than it is, but oh well, it is what it is. And then we also have all those new enemies, literally, too. Yeah, but I think there's got to be more. I think they're going to keep piling on the new enemies. That's kind of what I was saying. And then we have the champion skins should be for all classes for that chapter, not just one. So many people saying this. There's so much you could do with this game, but I feel like they are falling behind on the potential. But yeah, I hear what you guys are saying. Then we have game has lost a lot of momentum of content coming too slowly. It's a good game, but in 2025 we can expect more from a $60 game. There's still only 3 PvP maps and no chaos customization. At this point, if they have something release ready, they should release it ASAP. There won't be players left if we have to wait. If every time we wait 3 months to get a small update like this one, new operation, bloop, we're going to expand that, and one new enemy, etc. Game literally needs double amount of operation maps and customization. Yeah, and I think that would require it to enter into like a live service type game. So, you know, and I know a lot of people are apprehensive about me saying that, or there is the potential of releasing a big expansion and doing it that way. But, you know, the time between the game's release and a big expansion would be much longer than doing a live service offering. And, you know, I'm very apprehensive about even discussing live service for this game. I get the concerns around that. But we'll see what happens in like year 2 if they change things up or not. We'll find out. But we'll see how you guys are feeling about the game today, about the news today, because there was a lot of stuff that was not included in my last video about Space Marine 2. You know, there's been a lot of disappointment around how they're drip feeding content. So hopefully things start ramping up here. But thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more, and I will see you all next time. Take care.